When I think of Scott, a lot of things come to mind.
I think of Scott as one of my very best friends at York College. We've known each other for 28 years now, working side by side, and Scott cares about the athletes, he cares about the coaches, he cares about his coworkers.
This energy that he does radiate is super awesome and bright. Like, he's just a bright human being. He's always positive and inspirational. Like, sometimes he says he doesn't know what he's talking about, but when he talks to me, I'm like, you're right. Like, I should believe in what you're saying.
Incredibly hardworking, incredibly passionate, not only about his job, but about our school and our kids and our coaches. I also say, stubborn and hard-willed, which is probably two factors of why he's been able to fight through, his health battles and everything else he's dealt with for the last 3.5 years.
So obviously it's hard when, you hear somebody has a cancer diagnosis, but knowing Scott for as long as I did, and, whether it was with him covering me as a student athlete or working with him for, almost 20 years, it hits a little closer to home. And over the past 3 years, unfortunately, it just seems like the hits keep coming. A blood infection as part of this whole process, along with his cancer treatments.
Throughout this journey, he's had to deal with grieving of the loss of both of his parents.
To me, the most impressive thing through all of this, I don't know that I've heard Scott complain one time. He comes to work with a positive attitude.
And just continuing to serve all of our student athletes and our coaches to the highest level. Our motto here at York, is to serve is to live, and I don't think there's anybody on campus under normal circumstances that embodies that motto better than Scott.
While he's at treatments, he's writing stories and working on player bios, the stuff that we don't see because he's not doing it here. He's sitting in a hospital doing all of it.
Sometimes it's hard to believe what he's dealing with, that he could come into work every day and have a smile on his face and pop his head into my office and ask how I'm doing, when he is dealing with so much himself. He just shows such tremendous strength.
I'm impressed, and he's shown a lot of bravery in all of this, quietly, and it's been incredible watching Scott persevere through all of it. I think his attitude has not wavered.
Scott is, he's kind of the glue of the department. Some of it's because of his position in, being in athletic communications, but in a lot of ways, he is kind of the face of our department, especially at games, and heck, at times doing play-by-play, he's the voice of our department too. So he means a tremendous amount to all of us.
Something that's really special about Scott is he probably knows every single athlete's name. He does.
He's not only someone who takes photos of us or gives the write-up, but he pays attention. Like, if your game is away, he sees. Like, he'll come up to you later and be like, that was awesome. Like, you did great.
He's touched the lives of so many people. There are so many students who have come through York who have gone on to become an athletic communications professional or made a career in sports. There's so many people that can trace their career and their success back to being a student worker sitting alongside of him at a game, helping with stats, helping with the live stream, taking photos.
He's deeply embedded here in our program. He's a big part of our growth, and so Scott is just a long member of the family, and certainly contributes more than just the work that he does.